It's Jodie Sweetin and Hallmark, one of my favourite combinations, so I was definitely looking forward to the Heiress and the Handyman, and I'm pleased to say I rather enjoyed it. This was released in 2024. It's directed by Marco Deufemia, written by Paula Tiberius, and we have a cast including, of course, Jodie Sweetin and Corey Sevier. And this is about a character called June, who is an heiress, but she kind of loses her fortune. So she moves to her late aunt's farmhouse, where she meets her neighbour Bart. Will she adapt to her new lifestyle? And will she find love in the process? Of course, I'm not going to answer those questions, but I thought the narrative worked really well. I think the characters are very well written. I was worried that June would be unlikable. Even if she went on character development, I was worried that to begin with, she would be unlikable. Often in films in general, but also with Hallmark, if a character is very wealthy and they're perhaps in a position where they could think they're looking down on people, they can be irritating. But actually, I found her to be likable from pretty much the beginning. And that really helped, of course, with buying into the narrative and feeling emotionally invested in the characters' journeys. I really like the premise. The execution is great. The pacing is great. The characters are well written. We have a nice range of activities with baking and the country fair and a lot of classic Hallmark environments and some gorgeous decor, some really beautiful outdoor scenes. It's a really pleasant experience with a lot of emotion as well. There are a lot of emotions in this. And again, it's very easy to buy into those emotions, to feel those emotions. And we have a sweet story or stories surrounding her aunt's legacy, which is a nice element. And in general, it's a beautiful film. We have great music, great lighting. The colour palette is stunning. Gorgeous locations. The scenery is beautiful. The characters are likeable. The performances are great. And the narrative works really, really well. Needless to say, I thought The Heiress and the Handyman was a solid Hallmark film. And if you're an existing Hallmark fan, absolutely it's one that's worth watching. If you're brand new to Hallmark, I'd say it could be a good place to start because all of the hallmarks of a Hallmark are there, but it's maybe not as unbelievable. Some Hallmarks are maybe a little far-fetched. I love them, but they're not always believable. You have to maybe suspend disbelief a bit. That's not the case here. And I'd say it's not as sickly sweet as some either. So if you're new to Hallmark, it could be a good place to start. And if you're a Hallmark fan, then I think you'll find The Heiress and the Handyman to be a pretty delightful experience.